Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all well. I'm on with just a really small haul from Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft. Now, I watched Wendy Mason show some goodies that she grabbed from Aunty Vera not long ago, and that was the end of me. There's a collection out from CIAO Bella called Sign of the Times, and Wendy had their 12 by 12 papers. So I'll link her channel down below. You can find that video and check out the 12 by 12 papers, but absolutely fell in love with them. So the collection does have 12 by 12 papers. It also has 12 by 12 pattern papers. It has, I think it's an 8 by 8 paper pad, a 6 by 6 paper pad. It has rice paper sheets, and there are also your acrylic stamps. Now, what I love about it is it's very sort of sciencey. There's botanicals, there's sort of chemistry aspects in it, anatomy, all sorts of different stuff like that. So I think it's going to be wonderful to add bits and pieces to my journals. So I would like to get some of the other packs as well, but I did start by getting the 12 by 12 pattern papers. So I think there's 8 pages in this one. And they're just gorgeous. The colours are beautiful. Nice and vintage style. As you can see, lots of botanicals there. And then there's the plainer side on the other side. It's like crumpled up paper. And I really love this page because you can cut that up into heaps of little embellishments. So I really wanted that one. And that's the other side. And there's this one. Has all these words: study, bird, my soul, centuries, time. This beautiful pattern. So it would just suit any sort of journal really, because it has the vintage tones, but it also does have the botanicals for the nature journals. And then I know the 12 by 12 paper pack has this sort of style on it, so that's the next one I'd like to grab, to have these sort of bigger, and that for a journal would be great, because you don't have to use them all in the same journal because it has the different themes, you know, the space, the sort of science, the fish and stuff. So I really love the collection. And that's the other side of that one. And here's some of the anatomy. Just beautiful. I've got this one that's got letters down the bottom. And then again, oh, this is the, love this. This is the packaging. So it says there, patterns, pad 12 by 12, CBT 044, one of each 8 double-sided papers. But I love this because you can use this and cut out all the bits as well. And then it's got that on the other side. So I don't think I showed you this one. I've sort of had a look through them, so they're a little bit mixed up. So I better show you that one. So you really love it, so I want to get some more of it when I can afford it. So put that to the side. And then I did get 2 of the stamp sets as well. So the first one is this CIAO Bella. This one is Botanical Horticulture. So it's the 2 stamps, and I just think the size of them is wonderful for anything really. I've got a few ideas to use them on, so the idea is I want to get stamping in a minute. See what I can do with them. And then the other one I grabbed is this one, which again is the 2 stamps, and it's the Botanical and Postmarks. But there are stamps that have more chemistry themed items on there, more sciencey ones than that, which I really love, so I'd like to get them in the future as well. So if you're interested, go check out and see what Aunty Vera's got. If there's something you want that you can't find there, then shoot her a message and see if she can get it back in stock. I know she'll always try if she can. So, but it's just a beautiful collection, this one. So I've been playing around with the CIAO Bella stamps that I grabbed from Aunty Vera, as you can tell, because they're getting all coloured up now. Now, I did find that they were quite sticky, so they do need a bit of priming. I just rubbed them on my pants. I don't know if that's what you meant to do, but that's what I did. And I think using them more and more is going to make the print come out a lot easier and better. Also, the print and pictures are really fine as well. So I tried a whole lot of my inks and found that the best inks to begin with were the oxides because they were nice and juicy. So I got the best print with the oxide with these stamps. Decided to make a few bits and pieces. So I thought I'd show you. So I did use this one is the botanical horticulture one. And I used this side. I was really attracted to this because it looked like you could cut these out individually if you wanted to. And I wanted to experiment with that. So what I did is stamped a whole lot out. And then I did chop some out and I made these little tickets. I have a little ticket die that I use to make the tickets. And then I just chopped out bits of the stamp and put them on. So these I can put in my journals as little belly bands, or I can break them up and use them individually as embellishments. And I really like those. Nice and colourful. Then I did use some of the botanical postmarks ones. And this one didn't work out too good. The print is really nice of the stamp that I got on there, but I went and ruined it because I used matte medium over the top to adhere this fern leaf. And of course it activated the ink, which made a bit of a mess, but I don't mind. I still like this. This will probably go into a personal journal. But the reason why I grabbed these stamps mainly is because the size of them is perfect. And I thought they'd be really cool on your seed packets, envelopes, little cake bags, and just as standalone journaling cards as well. They're just a beautiful size. So I also found some of this fake moss at Kmart. I did spray it a bit with a distress ink, but it took forever to dry because they are quite bright and that, but it's really cool stuff. So I've just got a stamp, and I stamped a little field notes stamp there as well. And I used some of this beautiful material, curtain material that the lovely crafty dog Jeanette gave me when I saw her the other day. I love it, and there's so much of it. So I'm going to be sticking that on everything, as you will see. So, and there's another seed packet here. Must get some more of these seed packets. I love them. So this one I stamped out this one here, which I really love. It looks like it's got yarrow or something on it. It's really nice. And I just backed it onto some green fabric. I used some more of the curtain there, and I did a bit of sewing around it and then stuck it on and just inked around the edges. So yeah, all of these were stamped with my oxides, which you can sort of tell by the colour that you get on them. And oxidization, which is very apparent in some of the colours that I used. I just left the threads hanging down, so they'll be beautiful in a botanical journal. Then I thought I would try a journaling card, and I wanted to try doing a watercolour background. So I used watercolour paper and just wet it in the area that I wanted to colour and use some beautiful orange paint, and then I stamped over the top. So I love that. The stamp didn't come out perfectly for me, but I don't mind. I think that looks really nice. And then I just backed that onto some scrapbook paper that I had hanging around, and that can be journaled on the back, and just sewed around it. But yeah, they're beautiful size, the stamps. Then I thought I'd make a couple of little booklets. So I've got this one. This one I used an orange distress oxide, and you can see in some areas where it's sort of whitish from the oxidization. So, and it's very hard to see the stamp. If you move it, you can see it real clear. It came out quite nicely, but it didn't stand out a lot, so I thought it'd be really nice as a background stamp. So I've just put a bus ticket or train ticket on there and a stamp with some of the threads that come from this material that I've used down the edge, and a beautiful orange butterfly. So I've got a project I'm doing at the moment which has a bit of orange in it, so I thought this will be a great little addition. And I just sewed with 3 whole pamphlets, stitched some bits of paper in, just tea-dyed paper that can be written on. So it's a nice little booklet to slip in some journal pockets. And I did another one. This time I used, I think it was my walnut stain distress oxide there for the stamp. And that stamp was from the Botanical Horticulture pack as well. Love it because it's got the word botany there. Encyclopedia of Horticulture. So they're great little background stamps, these. And I just put a little mushroom and a stamp with some cheesecloth behind. And again, I just tied in a couple of bits of tea-dyed paper there. And then the last little project I made was this cake bag. As I said, the stamps are a perfect size for this sort of thing. I just love them. So again, I think I did that with the walnut stain distress oxide. I did gesso the bag first because the bag is like your greaseproof paper. Quite shiny, so I put just a light coating of white gesso down and then stamped over the top of that, and that was really nice. And then I used some sticky fabric tape that I had and a little Prima flower and a little button, and I really love the way that turned out. So with these I use them in my journals. I stick them to a page like that, and you can put little journaling cards in that way, or you can stick it of course like that, or you can just clip it in with a paper clip as well if you want to be able to move it around and take it in and out. So they're the little projects that I've made with the beautiful CIAO Bella stamps that I grabbed from Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft. Really love them. I've got to practice more with sticking ferns on. The matte medium's holding it down real nice though, so that's great. But yeah, made a bit of a mess of my stamping, but that's all right. You learn as you go, don't you? So, and then I've got a whole lot of the, when I was priming the stamps and just using them, but I've got a whole lot left over that I've cut bits out of and that. So I'll be using all of these. I think these will be really cool to use for collages and masterboards, that sort of thing. So that's my plan with all those bits and pieces. So I hope you enjoyed that. Go and check out the shop and check out the Sign of the Times CIAO Bella range of goodies. The papers are absolutely amazing and the stamps are really cool as well. So I must save up a bit of cash so I can go back and get some of the other stamp sets, because they had your chemistry and anatomy and that sort of thing. So that's if they're still there. And as I said before, if you go hunting for something and you don't find it there, just shoot Aunty Vera a message, because she'll always try and help you if she can. Take care, everyone. Be good, and I will see you soon. Bye.